Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your singles weekend prediction for May, Friday the 8th to, I can't believe we're in May, to May 10th, Sunday the 10th, before or after, whenever you find this reading. We have some clues. We are going to use some charms and some initials. I know you guys like those, and lots of cards, lots of messages from Spirit. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of, or to confirm a love that's come into your life recently. But let's see what Spirit has for you. Let's predict heading into the weekend and see what clues they want to give you. Take with you what connects to you. Leave the rest for everyone else. Welcome back, everybody. This is for any sign and even any sign of a person that you may be thinking of today. So let's call in our guides and our angels. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you want us to know? What is it that you have for us in the days ahead? What is it that you need us to hear at this time? Please bring us hope, inspiration, love. I ask that you guide us. I am listening for you now. I have the storyteller. There's a part of me that feels like this is our love story, that there will be a day that you'll say, this is how we met. You know, everybody's got that story. But you're going to have, this is our love story. And there's a sense of uniqueness. There's a sense of humor to it. There's a, what are the chances? But I always know that there's no coincidences, so the chances are high. But you will have a story to tell. I love that. I have the orchestrator. Okay, that came into me as you're in charge of your own destiny. Are there two cards here? Yeah, there's two cards. You're in charge of your own destiny, that you can orchestrate it, right? You can be the conductor and you can make things happen. You can stop the music, you can start the music, you know, so you are always in control, you know that. And then I have, you're the conduit. You're the person that's going to make it happen, okay? The conduit is the ability to connect things. So you are going to make it happen if you want it, Spirit just said. If you want it, you'll make it happen. So there's a sense of making up my mind that this is something that I want, and Spirit putting somebody in front of you that maybe we'll have a great story to tell one day. Let's see what our cards are saying. I always like that energy of how did you meet? And it's always kind of a fun thing to ask people, especially people who are in a happy, healthy, successful relationship. How lucky are you? How did you meet your person? Where did you find them? So let's see what they have to say. I have a hermit. I have a fool. I have a hanged man. And I have a 9 of cups. So a couple things are coming into me. You're not unhappy being single. I am, so of course, you're thinking, I would love to have somebody in my life. But when you really look at your life, you're not necessarily unhappy because you don't have somebody, okay? I do feel like you're patiently waiting. I know you don't want to hear that, but they're sharing with me that you are also searching inside right now, that there's been things that you wanted to work on, that you had wanted to grow, that you needed to do kind of before the next relationship came into your life. So you probably have been going through a lot of those things. You do have this new beginning, this leap of faith, of course, with my Fool. So I feel like they just said the start of something beautiful. Okay, so that's how we're going to look at it. I'm not going to start something unless it is going to be beautiful. So I think that that's important. You know, I'm not going to settle. I'm not going to just be with anybody. You know, it's not worth it to me. I got other things that I can work on, and I'm relatively happy with my life already. I have a 4 of Wands. I I have a 5 of Wands. I have a 2 of Wands. And I have a High Priestess. I feel like you are searching for the person who would like to have that long-term relationship. That person is struggling with commitment. That person is struggling with, it doesn't mean they won't love you, it doesn't mean they don't want to be with you, but they might have that mentality of, why do we need to be married? You know, why do we need to have a formal, you know, anything? Maybe you don't want that either. If you don't want that, then this person and you are in agreement. If that's something that's important to you, this person may push that away, and you need to know that. What's the bottom of my deck? I have a 4 of Swords. So you may take a deep breath before you head into this relationship and say, what is it that I want? What is it that's important to me? Ultimately, where do I want to be? Because there's a part of me that says this person would share a life with you, but wouldn't necessarily want to ever commit. And you deserve more. So you may say, and you may be crossing paths with somebody like that now. I really like you. I really am enjoying our time together, but this is all I'm willing to give. If that's enough for you, that's enough. Yeah, there's a sense of these 4s of you taking a back step. So going back to, you always have a choice. There could be somebody crossing your path or just cross your path that just wasn't ready or didn't want what you wanted. And it looked good. It looked good from the beginning, but then in the big picture. So the lesson learned would be, I need to know that this person wants to end up kind of where I want to end up someday. They don't have to commit to it right from the beginning, but they're at least open to it. They're at least not pushing it away. They don't have that I'll never do that energy. So you could be taking a step back from somebody and giving somebody a lot of thought. I have an 8 of Pentacles. That came into me as somebody that was more of a, this is more work than I thought it was going to be. So just remember, the right person, it shouldn't be work. It should be easier. So are they going to put somebody easier in front of you? Spirit, are we going to have somebody that it's, I'm going to say effortless, because you both have to work at it, but it shouldn't be like pulling teeth. It shouldn't be walking on eggshells. So I have a 10 of Cups. I'm going to say that deep down inside, ask yourself what it is that you want for your future. And you already know the answer, Spirit just said. Do you want to be in a home with somebody? You want to have a family? I want to have it all. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you want. Okay. So hold on to that. Don't settle for less than that, because Spirit knows what you want, and Spirit is working really hard to bring that to you. This is a life of happiness. Now, knowing that I have to put in time, knowing I have to put in work, I know that it's an effort, but the 8 of Pentacles is also coming into me now as somebody who is continuous. Okay. It's this consistency person. It's the person who keeps showing up. It's the person who, when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Okay. So I'm going to say that that's probably the first thing that you notice about them, is that they don't drop the ball. Okay. They're not late for a date. They're not late picking you up. They aren't calling with excuses that they want to reschedule. So I'm going to say that you've got somebody who is more consistent. Now, whoever this was that you loved being with, you think that they were going to be something great, but when push came to shove, they didn't want more than what you have. And I feel like that disappointment was enough to say, I got to back off. I got to think about what I want. So you might have already gone through that. I have support. I'm here to support and elevate you while expecting nothing in return. So the person who says, I'm going to put some time into you, I'm going to put some effort into you, I want to be there for you. So I would claim that, because you're going to be putting time and effort into them. You're going to be supporting them. So it's got to be mutual. I have collaborating. We are aligned in our purposes. Let's combine forces and help each other to succeed. We are aligned in our purposes. You know deep down inside what it is that you want for your life's path. And you can't put a square peg into a round hole, right? So it's this feeling of, I can't make something work that isn't ever going to be in alignment, because this person's perspective on their own life is different than yours. So this person has already shared with you, that's not what I want, that's not what I'm looking for, and if that's not good enough, then this isn't going to work. And somehow you signed up for it, and then you look at it and you go, wait a minute, this isn't really what I wanted. What was I thinking? So you have to be in alignment with the same purpose, whatever it is that you have in your heart that you are truly looking for. I have growth. I will ignite a spark inside of you. I like that. Inspiring greater depth and expansion. I will ignite a spark. Okay, when was the last time you had a spark? When was the last time somebody lit the fire in you? Okay, so sign me up for that. You know, somebody that you just kind of get excited about and you're looking forward to seeing. And, excuse me, they call you and you go, you know, you kind of, your heart skips a beat. And I think that that's exciting stuff. I want to vent. I have a lot to say about a situation. I need a good listener. Not that you or them are constantly venting, but there is that one person in your life that after a hard day, you know, you got to get something off your chest. You got to have somebody that just says, yeah, okay, I got it. And either agree with you or just confirm what you're saying or just listen. Okay. And you shouldn't be able to say those things. All right. And they could be there. They should be very private between the two of you. I'm sharing these feelings. I don't want them to go any further. This is what I need. But I think we all need that. I'm healthy. Okay. I'm here to support your health and your wellness. Wow. That came into me as we'll be healthy together. Okay, so maybe it's your gym buddy. Okay, it's your exercise buddy. You know, let's try to eat better. Let's try to take care of each other so that we can live longer and be together a lot longer. My health is important to me. So you've got somebody coming into your life who's very conscious of their own health, and they want to be with somebody who's conscious of their health, that they eat right, sleep, not doing drugs, you know, something like that. So I want to be with somebody who, and I think that that's an important thing. I think that you have the same, sometimes you have the same food habits. Sometimes you have the same tastes in food, or you have things that, you know, that you don't do, you know, you limit. So you're both on the same page as far as those things go. So you can take care of each other. I feel like that's really important, especially as we get older. It's like, but maybe it's a gym buddy. Maybe it's somebody that you work out with and, you know, you help each other. You go for a walk every night after dinner, just to kind of get some exercise and take care of each other. Let's get some initials. I've got these beautiful kind of iridescent tiles, and let's get a handful of these. Okay. Let's see. I have the letter J. First initial, last initial, C. I have an M, L. I have an A. Aren't they pretty? Look at that. They're like shiny. I have a C, U, the letter B, X, Q, K, F, S, L, E, I have the letter T, I, another X, N, another N, another F. I have an O. I have an R, another M, and another C. Okay, so some of you, first initials, last initials, if you're thinking about somebody, otherwise they're just a handful of clues. Okay. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to know? I like the feeling of, I mean, all of these cards I really liked because it was like, I'm here to support you. I'm here to be your partner in health. I'm here to listen. I'm here to be in alignment with you so that we have the same purpose or the same dreams. And I'm here to grow with you, you know, so is that feels good. That feels like somebody I'd want to team with. That feels like somebody I'd want to be with. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. I have a Celtic knot, unconditional love, the number 24, a divine union, eternal love, enduring love, a love of a lifetime. I always like that feeling. This is our story, a love of a lifetime. Am I willing to wait? Yes. I feel like many of you are willing to wait for the right one. You're tired of wasting your time. You're tired of the person who says, I can't give you what you want, but if you want to be with me, you know, I want my freedom and I want a relationship with you too. You know, so yeah, I'd rather wait. I have a letter. Okay, so I have good news coming in. I have somebody ready to text you, communicate with you, reach out to you. So this could be the weekend that you hear from somebody that's been on your mind, or you're hoping to hear from them again. They just said so soon. Okay, like hearing from them so soon. You could have just met them and then they turn right around and they reach out to you. So they don't delay it. They respond right away to you if you respond. So there was a sense of so soon. Like I was kind of hoping, but it came in sooner than I thought. So somebody who's not going to drop the ball. Going back to that 8 of Pentacles, where they're going to put in the time, they're going to put in the work. I have a Magician card here. So I do feel this energy of, I can't wait to get to know you is how it's coming into me. And then there's the conduit word again. Yeah, so we're connecting and there's a vibrational pull between us, Spirit just said. And one of us is feeling it very strongly. So you could be picking up on that vibe. They could be picking up on it very easily. But it was more of a feeling of, I can't wait to get to know everything about you. And I want you to see me for who I am too. Like, I want you to see the best parts of me. You know, what you saw or what you heard, you know, that's nothing. I have so much more to offer, and I want to show you how much I have to offer is what I'm feeling. And then I have a beautiful dolphin, peace, harmony, happy family, right? Collaboration, effective communication. I mean, dolphins are friendly. They're so loyal to their families. They always have a smile on their face. So that could be you, that could be them. And that could be something that people say about you, that you always have this beautiful smile. You always look happy. Maybe you're not, but you look happy all the time. Or maybe you genuinely are, you know, that you just are one of those people that I have a lot to smile about. But they could be picking up on that. You know, I just know that you're optimistic or happy or joyful. Nobody wants to sign up for that negative Nilly. Nobody wants to sign up for the, you know, Debbie Downer. They want to sign up for the person who looks like they're happy with their own life. I have a Pisces energy. Let's see what other signs. I have a Scorpio. I have Sagittarius, Leo, and I have a Virgo today. Okay, let's get some charms. Let's see what they're saying for charms. We'll get some other clues. I feel like this energy is very realistic. It's not this kind of whirlwind. It feels like two adults that know what they want. And I like that. I like I want to grow with you. I like the stability about it. I like the wellness, you know, like that's important to them. Your mental health, your physical health, your spiritual health is important to them. So I like those feelings because that tells me that somebody who just kind of has their life together and knows what it takes to, they're saying, to survive. Yeah, we're in survival mode, many of us right now, what it takes to survive. But we're going to survive together and we're going to be happy surviving. How's that? All right, let's see what we have. I have a Libra. I have a Cancer energy. I have the letter N. I have another N. Okay. I have an Aries. I have a lot of signs here. I have an Aries, and then I have another Aries. Okay, so Aries is big. And I have Scorpio, a lot of signs. And I have a Leo. Okay. I have August. I'll put that with my Leo. August being important. We're born in August. I have a cross, so Christian. I could have a Christian background. I have a purse, bag. I'm not going with the bag as much as the checkers for some reason, because I feel it came into me as tic-tac-toe, that, you know, when you play tic-tac-toe with little kids and you know that you can kind of beat them, but you let them win. You know, you're like, oh, I'm not going to put my X there, because if they put their O, you know, in the next spot, they're going to win and they'll be all excited. But it was a little bit of letting you win for some reason, that it's not that they give in and bow down to you, but in the big picture, it could be, where do you want to go to dinner tonight? And, you know, you're like, well, okay, Italian. They're like, okay, that sounds good. They're not going to fight you on that. They're going to let you win. You know, if that's what you want, we're going for Italian tonight. Okay. They're not going to go, I don't want Italian. We had Italian last week. They're just going to be like, it's like little wins that they give you just to make life easier. So they could be somebody that, I don't want to say avoids conflict, but doesn't engage in it, doesn't look for it, doesn't pursue it, you know, just kind of says, you know what, it's not worth the battle, right? So I do like that. I like their energy. I have an email. I'm going to say expect a call. Okay. I feel like I've got a call and I have a cross, another cross with a heart. So I could have two people that are very spiritual. I could have two people that carry a love of a higher power, any higher power in their heart. And it guides them, Spirit just said. So that's important. All right. So expect a call, expect, what did they say? Sooner than expected. Okay. Sooner than you know. That's important. You know, the person who says, I'm going to reach out soon. You're like, oh yeah, I'm not going to hold my breath. And then all of a sudden, guess what? They actually reached out, you know, so, because how many times does somebody say, oh yeah, let's get together. Yeah, let's get together. And you're like, yeah, I'll never hear from this person again. But it's, they actually reach out. Spirit, what will I love about them? Any characteristics that you want me to know about this connection? If this isn't in your life, we're going to put this out into the universe in a little bit, and we will ask Spirit to guide you this kind of energy or some of these energies that make you feel good, or these are the types of things that you'd like to see in your partner. And we'll ask Spirit, I want passionate. Not that you're not going to have a great sex life. You could, I hope. But it wasn't passionate in that sense. It was like, I'm passionate about you. I'm passionate about who you are. I'm passionate about the things that you do or that we do together. I'm passionate about the us. Okay. It's no longer a you and me. There's an us, and I believe in the us, and I believe in the we and the our, and I'm passionate about that and keeping that going. So I think that that's somebody who really wants to be with you. I would say I'm courageous. I'm not going to give up. I feel fortunate. How about somebody who says, I'm lucky to have you? I am very forgiving. This isn't somebody who picks a battle. This is somebody who probably is very easy to get along with and very understanding. They're saying, I'm doting. I'm good to you, kind to you. I'm honorable. I respect you. I honor you as my significant other in my life. Receptive. What you give, I'm going to give back. Okay, nothing worse than giving and getting nothing in return. Contemplative. I'm going to think things through. I'm not going to just spew words that don't have meaning to me. I'm going to give it some thought, and whatever I say has meaning. So you can trust that their words matter, that they are, they honor their words. Something like, you can believe me. And bottom of the deck, I have generous. Generous with their heart, generous in all areas of their life. Spirit, what else do you want me to know about this connection? Get a couple more cards. Let's see. I have a sword and a rose, clarity and truth. There's honor again. Honor and protection and determination. I feel, like I said, with the compassion or passionate, I'm determined to be in this. I'm determined to do right by you, they just said. I'm determined to commit to this. So, and I think that a relationship has a us that we have to protect, okay? That, yeah, we each are individuals, but the collective of the us is very important as well. So I feel like we're very much aware of that. I have not enough, okay? Lacking confidence, self-sabotage, frustrations. I've worked through this. This could be you, this could be them. These are things that I've struggled with in the past, but maybe this person makes you feel like you are enough, you know, or you make them feel like they are enough, You know, I think everybody's gone through some of these feelings at one point or another. And this person makes you feel like you're everything. You're it. You know, you're their priority. You're special. You're important to them. They don't want to be with anybody else. In ascending, I'm learning, I'm expanding, and I'm preparing for this union. I love that in this new phase of my life. So as you are growing spiritually, you are ascending and you are learning more and more about yourself. And this feeling of the more I am in tune with who I am, the closer I get to the kind of life that I want to be living. So I do like that, preparing for this union. Whatever you're going for, whatever you're going through right now, whatever you've been through has prepared you for this union, for this day. So I want you to look at it that way, that no matter where you are right now, you're just getting ready, you know, you're warming up to what it is that you're supposed to be doing and who you're supposed to be doing it with. Spirit, timeline around this connection. Anything outside of this weekend? This weekend we could hear sooner than later was kind of the message on that. I liked this feeling right from the beginning of we'll have a story to tell of how we met. So I would anticipate that it's kind of a unique meeting or an interesting way to meet, or like I said, there could be something humorous about it in that first date, you know, something that you'll always remember. I have June. Okay, June's, maybe we're really gonna be more committed to each other by June. I have April. Could have met this person in April. Time to reflect, think about what you want, they shared. And in the near future. Okay, one more, bottom of the deck, 5 to 6 months. Can we decide that we really want to be with somebody within that period of time? And then they're saying a time surprise. Yeah, a time surprise. Spirit has, you know, Spirit's divine timing is always a surprise. They're preparing you, but you still don't know the when, right? You still don't know the who. So, but you will, they just said, and it's just a matter of time. So in the meantime, we will continue to manifest. We will continue to ask Spirit to guide you. We will continue to raise your ascension so that you are in the best possible place to be prepared for this union. And let's thank Spirit for these beautiful messages today. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here. This is one of my favorite readings of the week. So thank you. Please remember to hit that like button. It helps not only my channel, but all of our readers out there who work hard. Remember to hit that, you know, thumbs up. It's not a big deal, just to say thank you. And if you'd like to leave a comment, claim it, own it, it's yours. This is for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, KathyMamlin.psychicmedium.com. And I've uploaded some new readings on there, some half-hour readings and an updated mini reading you may be interested in, and the link is in the description. I hope you enjoyed your weekend forecast. I know that you always do, and we'll see you all again real soon.